Hi everybody, welcome to today's session. I'm Ollie and we'll be covering order pads, not just on the web store but also now in the back office. The new facility in the back office allows you to set up repeat orders, so we'll be going through how to set up an automated routine for your system to generate outstanding orders for you. If you've got any questions or feedback during or after the session, Mike will be on the live chat during, and we'll be both on the chat after the session as well. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Okay, so as you can see on screen now, we've got the key points for today's session. So we'll be covering how to set up and manage order pads on the web store. So in terms of your users, customers logging onto the site, and how they can view their order pads and create new ones, etc. Putting restrictions against certain users. So in a company you may have 5 users accessing your web store, and you can restrict what users can create order pads, what order pads are seeing. So it may be certain departments don't want to see certain order pads for different departments. You can restrict to exactly what they can and can't see. Managing orders in the back office. So in the recent release, you've now got the option to within Prima, in your sales order processing area, there's an order pad area specific for setting up repeat orders, creating order pads for your customers online, so you can manage it all now within the client as well. And also, as I was saying, then setting up repeat orders in the order pads area of Prima. Okay, so we'll start with the order pads on the web store. So if I just switch the screen. Okay, so you'd have your web store, and then you'd log in with one of your customers' credentials. So I'll just log in with my test details, and then once you've logged in, you'll have the option at the top in the bar to say order pads in there. So as you can see, order pads, so I'll click into there, and then from here then for this user, this is the customer's order pad. So you can see frequent items, different order pads, name it whatever you want to, and the customer can create their own as well. So the main purpose of the order pads originally was to build effectively shopping lists on the web store. So rather than having to log onto the store, click onto certain items, add them to the basket, and then go through with the order, they can literally now go to, for example, this one here, the frequent items, view that, and then once they've viewed the order pad, they can add all the items to the basket, or add the items they want into to the basket from here, quickly build their order, and then go through with the order as well. So in terms of looking at your current order pads, it's just a case of going into order pads and then clicking in. If the customer or yourself wanted to create a new one, various different ways. So as I was saying, you can do it from the back office, you can do it from the Prima Go control panel, and you can also do it whilst logged into the account. So as an example, we'll just create a test order pad. Just a case of entering your name, add a new order pad within this order pads area, and then that's then created an order pad. So if you're wanting to build an order pad, you can go to a certain place on the site, or if I just go to the contract area, and I'll just quickly add a product from here. So this one at the top here, I want to add it to my test order pad, add to order pad. That'll then inform me that it's been added, and if I go back to the order pads area, so you can add multiple lines in, scroll down to the test one and view, and then from there straight away you've built your order pad, and this is then for the customer's use on the web store. Okay, so in terms of deleting, it's just as simple as clicking the delete option, or from the order pads area, if you're wanting to delete from here, you can do that as well. So just click and delete. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, and then that's then removed the order pad for that customer. So that's if the customer has full capabilities of the order pads on the user. So what I mean by that is, if I just open that company record that I was using then, so I'll search for my test company. Okay, so you'd open your contact, and then from the web access tab, you've got the options here at the bottom for order pads. So within this area here, per user, you can restrict them if you want to. So for example, this user here, restrict them only to see the test order pad. You'd simple as tick in the restrict order pad and then add in the order pads in that you want to restrict them to. So at the moment, allow pad edits basically means that this user can go onto the web store and do whatever they want with the order pads, removing them, adding new ones and removing lines off there, etc. So you can restrict that per user. Okay, in terms of managing the order pads in the back office, if I just close out of this account, so it's located in sales order processing area and the order pads module there, and then if I run a search, you'll be able to see then your list of order pads that are on your web store. So you can see all the names, the company names of who it belongs to. So if I just sort by company, you can see my test company's got three order pads on there. So you can see frequent items, regular paper order, and another test order pad as well. So in terms of managing an existing one, just a case of opening the order pad. So this is the new feature that's been put into the software, and then from this order pad is a case of if you're wanting to add new lines, you can highlight at the bottom there and click new. You can create an order from your selected lines in the list, setting up a repeat order, which I'll go through shortly. So you can schedule and set up this particular order to generate automatically on your system. You can delete it as well, top right, and then if you go to the header, give it a name, give it a default cost center if you're using cost centers, and then the report function is not available at the moment, but there will be a report built into there as well. Okay, so if you were creating a new order pad in the back office, if I just minimize that for a second, it's just a case of new record, choose the order pad option, and then as you would do for a sales order or something, so if I just search for my company, and I'll call this one LFC, and then create, and that then generates your order pad. So at the bottom there, click here to create a new record, and then I could add a line onto the order pad. So add in a code, pulls through the information, so you can add a quantity on there as well. So if you wanted to default the quantity to be 5, so they're always ordering 5 of this item, you can put that on, assign a cost center, and if I just save that onto the order pad, you can see that information then on the order pad as well. So in terms of scheduling the order, if you click on schedule order at the top, this one's a real time-saving enhancement that I think is a really good one. So basically, what you can do, rather than you having to every Wednesday go onto the system, new record, sales order, build your sales order from last time, if it's like a weekly order or a monthly order or something, you can set up a schedule. So if I just type in some description there, such as if it's like a regular paper order, you put that text in there, but I'll just put test in and then save. So that saves the entry against the schedule, and then you can add a schedule in terms of when it's going to be created. So similar to the automated reports, you've got your schedule here now. So you can set it at a schedule, so it's every day at the moment. At 1 o'clock it would be. So if it was a weekly order on a Friday that gets placed at 9 o'clock in the morning, set that up, recurs every week, save that on, and then as of next Friday at 9 o'clock, you'd have an automated outstanding order in the system waiting for you. So I've got an example of one that I was testing with earlier, which is that regular paper order there. So this one here, I'll just show you the schedule that I've got set up. So schedule order, and then within here it's set to 9:45 every Friday and every week, starting from a certain date. So I've been playing around with this one, so there's a couple of automated orders generated from this, and it also tells you the last time it was run. So if I close out of that, go to my sales orders area, and then I'll run a search for that company, and then from there you can see that's the one according to that schedule that's been created there on the 13th. So if I just double click that, it's just literally created the order for you. All you need to do is go in there and confirm it, or authorize it rather, and push it through the system. So it'll put a reference in there, so it'll tell you that it's automatic, and then the description that you've entered against the schedule will pull through there as well. Okay, in terms of how the order pads are raised, once you've set your schedule, as long as EDC is running, that's how it'll pick up. So if I just run the EDC, or the EDI as some people know it, so EDI, sign in, so on your EDI job list there'll be one now called order pad schedule or something along those lines. Generate orders from order pads. So as long as your EDC is running, it'll run through its processes and then send your order pads. Okay. Final point, you can manage the order pads from your Prima Go control panel as well. So if you were logged in, make any changes to your site, such as adding banners, updating payment methods, from the from the control panel, once you've logged in, if you go to customers and order pad, you'll then be faced with the same list as you can see in your Prima client, and you can also search, make any changes to your order pads within the control panel as well. So loads of different ways you can do it, totally down to preference. So if you're working in the client, which more than likely you're going to be, you can do it quickly from there. If you are on the control panel, you can do it from there, and also logged in as the customer, you can build it or allow them to build their own order pads as well. Okay, any questions? Myself and Mike will be hanging around on the live chat now, so please don't hesitate to ask away. So yeah, thank you for your time today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.